Alright, welcome back to the shop. We are continuing on the brake caliper rebuilds and cleanup. Part 2.
So, I got some more supplies today. We have some steel wool, which we need for that, and we'll grab a brass brush too. Open the steel wool. That should clean that up pretty quick. Yeah, that's doing a pretty good job. Like I said in the first video, if you can feel it with your fingernail, you need to get it off of there. We don't have a special guest today. He's probably sleeping. He doesn't like this weather. It's kind of rainy and cold. I think I should have bought the good steel wool. So discoloration is fine. We don't care too much about that. We just want this surface to be clean. Alright. Okay, so now let me go grab some brake fluid. We'll lubricate this and we'll pop this piston in there. Just go ahead and coat the whole thing with it. Just taper it down here on the bottom so it engages easier. Be sure to put your cap on so you don't spill it. Now, just kind of weasel this in. Oh, you do fit right through there. That doesn't usually happen. They don't usually fit right in there. So we're past the first seal, dust seal. Now we just need to squish it in to the second one. Oh, for frog snacks. Going to be a really good seal. All right, let me grab another tool here to kind of pop it down. Just got to remember where I put it. Right here. Little C-clamp. Let's see if this will open wide enough. I don't have another C-clamp here. So for those of you that don't know, always put some grease on the threads of your clamping devices. It makes them last longer. Oh, come on. Well, it's not big enough. Grab a rubber mallet. probably put the other hammering devices. That is not going in.
Did you put brake fluid on the seals? I'm pretty sure I did.
Should have popped in. Too much of that in there because we don't want it to shoot out if that pops in. I don't know if I liked how that went in. We'll have to reinstall it and see. But that should have gone in a whole lot easier. I should have been able to, once it got on that seal, should have been able to just push it in there. So hopefully it'll work. If not, no, that'll suck. But this portion's done. Now let's move on to getting everything over there ready. And then we will put this on with the old pads. We're going to replace the pads, but we're going to just roll with the old pads for the moment. Okay. So I'll set that there for now. Let's go ahead and clean this up. We're going to use some steel wool on this. And we'll hit it with some brake clean. And we'll put some grease on it and put it in there with the pads. There we go. Got that nice and cleaned up. Grab some grease. Some silicone grease. Let's prep our pads. Well, we're going to be replacing them, but what you do is you take your grease and you put a very thin layer on the back of each pad. Not on the friction material, you don't want it there. But the back of each pad, and this way it helps prevent the rust and it minimizes any possibility of squealing because it dampens the harmonics. So, just a little bit. Some on the threads too, so it doesn't rust or anything. Just set that there. And we got to clean off this piece here because that was really sticky. Grab some brake clean. Do I have a can already? Yes, I do. Right over here. Got to clean these slides off so they move nicely. I think we're going to have to steel wool that one. That one cleaned up nicely.
Let's try this one again.
Steel wool that. That is actually pitting. Okay. Get that off. All right, so let's go ahead and prep this.
What was that?
Oh.
It's close enough.
You're throwing your can everywhere, Lemon.
Absolutely.
Don't need a whole lot on here. Okay, so our surfaces are prepped. Let's keep them clean. Let's pop our pads in here. So normally you'd put a little bit of grease on the slides here. You'd pop that out and clean it if it needs it. That feels smooth. Now in the car world, you can buy the hardware kits. In the motorcycle world, you can, but they're always special order. So, the pad goes there. They're probably the same, but pop them in like so. Take this. Push that down. Well, I know you fit in there. Okay, so line that up, push that down. Okay, there we go. Okay, pop that one in there. Okay, like so. Okay. Like that. Now, said you can't really put this on backwards.
I mean, I'm sure you could if you tried hard enough.
If you tried hard enough, you probably could. But on the same note, probably, yeah, it's. What do we have? Okay, I'm pretty sure I cleaned those out, so why? Ow! Slice. Tasty. Okay. Let this dry out for a second.
I'm fine.
You almost die over there?
Yeah, pretty much. Got caught on a rock.
Did your shirt almost fall with you in it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Let's try this again. Kind of a little bit of a different design brake caliper, but
Okay, that one slides in nicely. What do we have going on here?
are we crooked? We have to be. Okay, well, to the rubber mallet, and hopefully it slides. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's how it should go. Nice and perfect. Okay. All right. Now we can reinstall this. Turn, you pig. Okay. So we will be installing that. That'll be after. What was that, 14?
Yes.
Or was it a 15? No, it was
It's
a
a
15.
Was it? I
No,
think
it was a 14. That's
Okay.
right. That's right. Because I grabbed the 15, and I said it's probably a 14, but I'm going to go with 15. And yeah,
Or was it 12? I don't know.
no, that's way too big for a 12. 12 is the banjo bolt.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Come on, get on the ball, Lemon.
That's not that. I'm sorry.
Click. These will actually get tighter, but remember, we're going to be redoing the pads. Okay. Now, These are clean. Let's get our banjo bolt on. Like so. Get that started. 12. Just a touch. Okay, so that brake master is an issue. It's a big issue. So what we're going to do, light tried to kill me. We're going to learn how to bench bleed one of these. Then we're going to hook it up, and we're going to use this master. I do have a rebuild kit for this brake master. If I can get that screw out, we will be rebuilding this, and we'll do a video on that. Because I did put a new lever on it because this lever was bent. The problem is with this is it's cantered at a major angle because these are aftermarket bars. So everything is like this, so all the fluid's over here when you're going. So we're just going to go ahead and swap that with this brake master, and then we're going to bleed out this system, and we're going to make sure that works. Make sure the wheel's not all sticky and all that. So we need a 10.
We're still gonna have to do the other side to make sure it doesn't stick, right?
Yeah, probably, but we need to do this anyways. Because it's going to be a trick to get that bolt out. Okay, so that's a 12. And again, this has crush washers on it. Motorcycles have a lot of crush washers. And it can be difficult if you go to an automotive parts store to get a crush washer, because a lot of times the people at the parts desk, they've never heard of a crush washer. They don't know what that is. So when you're cracking bolts free, use the box end if at all possible. Prevent rounding bolts.
Or your knuckles. So.
Yeah, or your knuckles. And another thing that you want to try and make sure of is if you're using sockets, try and use a 6-point. Now, on a lot of the cheaper sets, it can be difficult to get a 6-point because for some reason they view it as cheaper to manufacture the 12 points. I don't know. All I know is it's wrong. Okay, so now. Okay, so we have a brake fluid level sensor.
Oh, that's what the float is for. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you don't see that typically on a motorcycle. That's the first I've ever seen one on a motorcycle, in all honesty. So we may have to actually fix this and use it if we don't want a brake light on. I'm not going to buy a new OEM one. I'll tell you that much right now. So what I'm doing right here is I am disconnecting the brake light switch. And for some reason, they put a metal collar to hold that on there. I just want... Are you not going to be spade connectors? You're not. Oh, for frog snacks. What do we have here? Get a light in there. This light sucks. Oh, there's still some brake fluid in there. How do we get you out of there? Are you a turn? There's nothing holding that side. There's nothing holding. Let's see here. Better than those? No. Okay. Get off of it. Hopefully everybody can see. Oh, come on. I don't want to break this. It's got to be a twist lock, I think. Well, are you? No.
Anything's a twist lock if you twist hard enough.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we're just gonna unbolt this and we'll have to figure that out. It'd be absolutely foolish if they made it so you couldn't remove it. Okay. Grab 10. Yeah, getting brake fluid. Yeah, grab that lemon. I got it. Brake fluid all in my hand. Everything is out of reach.
I'm telling you, there's gloves. There's gloves.
Gloves are for wieners. Alright, we're just gonna let that hang for the moment. Okay. Grab our new. Of course it's Allen. Why wouldn't it be? Like a 5? First try. Look at that. Cheese and rice. I'll tight do they need to make it? It's clamping air, people. Can't let it lose grip on the air. It'll get away. Might fall off. So this is a cheap Amazon special. Prime same day delivery. I have had varying luck with these, actually. And it could be just because it wasn't the right size for the bike that we were trying to put it on. We were having some issues with the bike, but the other bike, which is actually Lemon's bike, it worked very well, actually. It was cheaper to get the brake caliper, the brake master, than it was to try and salvage his brake master. This was supposed to be for a 7/8 bar. This is a 7/8 bar.
That is a 1/2 inch.
This is a 1 inch.
A 1 inch. Wow. That would make sense. A 1/2 would not.
Okay, well, I'm sure there will be motorcycles on this channel that have 1 inch bars. That was supposed to be for 7/8. That's kind of irritating. But we need it, so we are going to use it. Let's
Clutch.
do an old trick grandma taught me. Not really, but you know. Take up some space here. Oh, I didn't realize that was a ball end. Didn't want ball end, but oh well. It is what it is, right? Now, keep in mind, this is just so we can complete this. You want to push? Are you able to
Twist
push
that?
yeah. Do I need to push that in? Let's see here. Okay, I need to. Alright, I know what I need to do. I'm trying to space it out too much.
Hmm.
Alright. Oh, get it in the hole.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Thank you. Now this is not ideal, but most should know that. It's not ideal, but like I said, I'll try and fix the other one. And I think I should have spaced it out more. Well, it's less floppy. That'll do the business for the moment. how tight do they really need to be? The one thing I've noticed with these cheap Amazon special motorcycle brake calipers is they don't actually use a crush washer. They have rubber in them. It's the weirdest thing. Especially when you're used to crush washers. I mean, I could probably put a crush washer on it. But it seems to hold. The other one, it seems to hold. So we gotta bench bleed this. Okay. Now we grab a JIS screwdriver.
Because it needs 3 lids.
Apparently so. This one's built in. Ooh, look at that. Mmm. Do the right thing and pretend like we didn't see that. When we go to rebuild that, it'll get cleaned up. Okay, so when you're bench bleeding, don't you fall off of there. Okay, just like that. So, you squeeze it, you plug the hole with your finger, you let out, and you squeeze. Of course, that's over there. Look at all the air bubbles showing in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, we got the air bubbles out of there. So we're bench bled. I could feel it putting pressure on my finger. So now, and then you got to be quick because it will dribble out. And you got to bench bleed the whole thing again. Okay. Grab our 12 again. Okay, just like that. A little bit of air out of there. I don't know how we got air in there, but okay. All right. So now we need to bleed these. That. There. Pocket screwdriver. is. Okay. Now, you wonder what this is for, so I can gravity bleed both at the same time. Now, grab an 8.
Please.
So we're getting the air out of the system. Okay. So now let's hook up our gravity bleeding system. And I got a funny feeling I'm just gonna have to pull that bleeder out over there. Because if that's as bad as this one was, well, we already know. Yeah, that's gonna be just as bad. There should already be stuff coming out of here. Oh, yeah. It's all plugged up, so we'll have to do the same to that. Oh, just have brake fluid in there. Put some more in here. Grab the other bottle of brake fluid. Right in front of my face. So is there anything coming out of that caliper over there?
Yes. Quite a bit.
Oh, no, no, no. Always pull your foil completely off.
Wash that out. You came out of there. There we go. Now, let's tighten this one up. Okay.
doing something.
It is stopping the wheel, which means the other side is not too terrible.
Or the other side is just stuck where it's at. It's just not coming out.
It's possible.
But let's take a look and see if this piston even came out. Looks like it did. Can you see in there? Look. Okay, well, the pad's on there. All right. Okay, so let me see how this spins. Okay. See if there's any air. There's an 8. Where did I set? There's the 8. Alright. So we'll see if there's any air in this one, and then we'll pull the other one off and see if we can't pop it. See any air in there. Okay. Alright, so let's pull the other one. Had to get a charger for the phone that's recording. So, now he's tethered to a cord, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and get the other brake caliper off.
The hole right there.
Oh. Okay, so turn this.
Good.
Okay.
That was a fun sound.
Yeah. And we'll just let that do that. No, don't want to do that. We got to pull that off so we can pop the piston.
Training for NASCAR?
Yeah. Grab a mag tray. Picked up a couple of mag trays to help with this. Oh, for frog snacks.
Is there supposed to be a cotter pin in there?
Yes, there is.
Good to know.
Okay, now we need our Allen socket so we can pop our pads. I'm gonna guess that one was not sticking. Just because that slid off a whole lot easier. Yeah, this one worked just fine the last go round. So. Okay. Well, these pads are a little more worn.
So they were definitely dragging for a while. Or they weren't replaced.
They weren't replaced. These are not EBCs. These, I don't know if they're original or not, but they weren't replaced. So somebody had a sticky caliper, replaced the pads, didn't address the sticky caliper. That's fine. No, it's not.
They were just doing the right thing and pretending they didn't see it.
Yeah, that was what they were doing. Let's see how yummy this stuff looks. Look at that. You see the floaties in there coming out? It's kind of hard to see them. Hopefully the video shows it. But I'm dumb. Because we wanted to pop the piston. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. So, let's... And yes, these tires will be replaced. I believe I've already said that in the first video on this bike. Now we got it. Alright, you know what? I'm going to try and pop it without bleeding it. We know if that piston's coming out. Is that piston coming out?
Let's see. Get out of my way. Yes, very slowly. Please focus.
Plenty of brake fluid. Okay. Still coming out?
Yes, maybe. Not really. Like it comes out and then goes back in. It might be eking its way out. Yeah, it's coming out.
Yep, just slowly. Check the fluid level. I am looking out through the window. Okay. Put down my cat wood. Okay, well.
It's not coming out anymore, but yeah, it's
Okay. Go pump that.
okay.
Stuck. Okay. All right. So it's most of the way out. So let's go ahead and That won't clamp enough. Look at that, made in the USA. Made in the USA. Okay. Now let's see if we can pull this piston out. Let's give it some air behind it.
I have the slightest feeling it's gonna spray out.
No, it's
No? Okay.
okay. Holy Jesus. Stuck at an angle. No, I can't even spin it in there. Let's try in the vise that we have here. Drain this out. Yeah, it's not gonna drain. Okay. No. Get back over there. No. Holy cow. She's stuck real good, like, and rusty. Oh my god. Okay, let's try another pair of pliers. I don't know if those will work, but we're going to give her a go. Wow. You know, we may have to cut this video short here. I'm gonna have to, I think. We may have to pick up a brake caliper. Hopefully Alan's cycle has a brake caliper. But tomorrow I have to do brakes on my brother-in-law's car. So I will probably take this with me and I'll try and pop that piston out with air at my other shop, because yeah, that's stuck. Stay tuned for video 3. Not sure when part 3 comes out. I'm not sure when that's going to come out. Full-time job during the week. After work, possibly, if it's not too late, if I don't have anything else to do. But stay tuned for part 3. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe if you will. Let's see where this goes. Leave comments in there if you want to see anything else. There is going to be some wiring issues. If you want to see that, there's a lot of things to be done on this. When you're resurrecting and rescuing an old motorcycle, there's a lot that needs to be done. So let me know what you'd like to see. Ask any questions. If you have any questions, I will respond. Have a good day or good evening, whichever it is, wherever you're at.